Hi there, this is Dan DeLuca, and I teach mindset principles and lead generation to online marketers. If you'd like to know how best to tell your story such that it captures your audience's interest, then stick around. Okay, so I'm going to give you the structure and the characteristics of the way to share your story in 2 minutes or less that has people touched and moved and totally relating to you like instantly within that 2 minutes. And this is really great for establishing rapport with a new client or a new audience. So when you create a share, what you want to do is create a share that touches people, it moves them, and it might make them laugh or it might make them cry, but it takes them over. And as you tell the story, even if it's on a video, have it touch and move you, like take you over. It's really about experiencing the experience that you're sharing, like re-experiencing it and telling it in a way and sharing it in a way that the other people can place themselves inside that picture. So it really reaches through to people, and you want to say it and tell it in a way that they can see themselves in what you're sharing. So the way it's going to work is you're going to share an incident that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it's not talking about something, it's creating it. It's like recreating it for you and for them. And honestly, if you can recreate it for you, and that comes across in your presentation, they too will have it. They will have the experience. They will be touched by you being touched and moved. So it's not talking about something, it's really creating it for them. It's a sharing that actually creates and evokes a presence, and it creates a picture. The majority of people are visual thinkers. So if you can paint a picture, and I'm talking about imagery, colors, place, and then add in sounds, what you were hearing, that will create a massive picture and a massive relationship for them so that they can actually be in the picture with you. And then there's got to be a point to your sharing. So what is the point? So the way, what you're going to want to do time-wise, like the timeline of your story, is you're going to start in the middle of your incident or your event. And then you're going to create that incident or event, and you're going to paint the picture. And you're going to make a point, and you're going to tell your audience what the point is. And then you're going to be complete in 2 minutes. Do the whole thing in about 2 minutes or less if you can. So I'm going to give you an example of my story. And since I'm doing this video, we'll just see how it goes. And it's about creating leads for my network marketing business. And I'm going to use it because that's what I use and that's what I do. So there I was sitting in my office with my phone in my hand, staring at a list of names and phone numbers on my computer screen. Names and phone numbers of people that I did not know. It was a list that I had bought. I hadn't paid much for it because I didn't have a lot of money. But I didn't have anything else to do at the time either, because I had already gone through all of the people that I knew, all of my friends, all of my family. I talked to coworkers at work, and I'd gone through everybody that was a prospect in my warm market in an attempt to build up my network marketing business. And I'd come to the end of that list, and I'd bought another list, and there it was staring me in the face, and I just wasn't going to do it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to work with people that wanted to work with me. I didn't want to have to overcome all of the overcoming that comes with cold calling. Can you relate? So I was like, what else can I do? I don't know. Internet. I went online and I started looking around, and looking for lead generation systems and ways to generate leads and ways to use the warm market and social marketing. And I found something. I found something really good. And now I'm generating leads every day. People contacting me and people that are actually giving me their phone number, wanting me to call them. Now, that is what I call lead generation. That's what I call a warm market. And that's what I call building a business. And that's the structure of a share that builds rapport. Now, I'll bet you felt something you could relate to looking at a list of strangers. Or maybe you'd never done that before, but you could imagine in your mind looking at your phone, thinking about cold calling. That's how to create a connection with your audience by sharing something vividly, painting a picture, and bringing them into that picture. That's the structure of how you can tell your story to be effective and powerful. And I recommend that you tell that story at the beginning of every single webinar that you do, every single opportunity that you have where it's appropriate, obviously, and you utilize that to build rapport, to make a connection with your audience. So the other part of that is to make your story be congruent with the subject matter at hand. If it's about lead generation, then the story I told would be appropriate. But if it's about something else, then that story might not be appropriate. And I could find a story or a situation or an incident that would be appropriate and tell my story in such a way that it's vivid and that it captures the imagination of my audience and that they can relate to it. And once someone is relating to you, a door opens and you have the opportunity then to talk to them at a deeper level about whatever it is you're talking about. So if you enjoyed this video, if you got something from this video, please share it with your friends, your followers, like it, and leave a comment on what you found most interesting and most compelling. Thank you very much, and have a great day.